Most people take ashwagandha for one simple reason. They want less stress, lower cortisol, less anxiety, more calm. And in the short term, ashwagandha can absolutely deliver that. But here is the part almost nobody talks about. If you take ashwagandha continuously, without breaks, the price of lower stress can be something much more serious. You may stop feeling bad, but you may also stop feeling good. This is the hidden side of ashwagandha: emotional numbness, anhedonia, feeling flat, disconnected, or empty. Today we are going to talk about the full picture, the benefits, the risks, and how to use ashwagandha safely without losing emotional balance. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. That means it helps your body adapt to stress. Its primary effect is lowering cortisol, the main stress hormone. Cortisol often gets a bad reputation, but cortisol itself is not the enemy. Your body needs cortisol to function. Healthy cortisol levels help you wake up in the morning. They support motivation, focus, emotional intensity, and your ability to respond to challenges. The real problem is chronically elevated cortisol. When cortisol stays high for months or years, it damages sleep, mood, immune function, and mental health. This is where ashwagandha can be helpful. But lowering cortisol too much for too long creates a different problem. Stress goes down, but so does emotional contrast. Life feels quieter, but also flatter. The goal is balance, not suppression. Ashwagandha should help regulate stress, not mute your nervous system entirely. Ashwagandha also affects the nervous system. Your nervous system has two main modes: the sympathetic system, which prepares you for action and stress, and the parasympathetic system, which promotes rest, calm, and recovery. Ashwagandha pushes the system toward parasympathetic dominance. This is why people feel calmer and less reactive. But if the system stays in this mode constantly, emotional intensity can decrease. You feel relaxed, but less driven. Calm, but less engaged. Again, balance is the key. Beyond cortisol in the nervous system, ashwagandha also interacts with brain chemistry. Research suggests it influences serotonin signaling, particularly the 5-HT1A receptor. This receptor plays an important role in mood regulation, emotional processing, and stress response. When supported gently, anxiety decreases and emotional stability improves. But when this pathway is stimulated continuously, emotional signaling can become dampened. This is where anhedonia can appear. Anhedonia is not depression. It is the reduced ability to feel pleasure, excitement, or emotional engagement. People often describe it as feeling neutral all the time. Not sad, not anxious, just emotionally flat. It is important to understand the difference between calm and numbness. Calm means you still feel joy, curiosity, motivation, and emotional connection. You simply feel less overwhelmed by stress. Emotional numbness feels different. People describe reduced excitement, lower motivation, less emotional response to music, conversations, or achievements. Here is a simple self-check. If stress is lower, but your interest in life is also lower, something is off. Ashwagandha should make life feel easier, not emptier. There are also early warning signs many people ignore. Feeling indifferent instead of relaxed. Lack of motivation without sadness. Reduced emotional response to things you used to enjoy. These signs do not appear overnight. They usually develop slowly after weeks of uninterrupted use. This is why awareness matters. Ashwagandha is not the only option for managing stress. Other approaches like magnesium, breathing techniques, regular exercise, and sleep optimization support stress regulation without directly suppressing emotional signaling. Ashwagandha is more powerful than these tools, and power always comes with responsibility. It should not be the first solution you try, and it should not be the only one you rely on. Ashwagandha is not dangerous, but it is powerful, and powerful tools require structure. One of the most important rules with ashwagandha is cycling. Taking it continuously, month after month, is where most problems begin. A safe and commonly used protocol is 4 weeks on, followed by 1 week off. That break allows your nervous system to reset. It restores emotional sensitivity while preserving stress control. Ashwagandha works best as a strategic tool, not a permanent crutch. There are people who should be especially cautious. If you have hyperthyroidism, ashwagandha may increase thyroid hormone levels further. If you are pregnant, ashwagandha is not recommended. If you have autoimmune conditions, ashwagandha may stimulate immune activity in unpredictable ways. In these cases, professional guidance is strongly advised. There are also situations where longer-term use may still make sense. People dealing with severe burnout, chronic anxiety, or prolonged psychological stress may benefit from extended use. In these cases, the goal is stabilization, not optimization. Even then, emotional states should be monitored regularly. Ashwagandha should be reassessed, not assumed safe indefinitely. Not all ashwagandha supplements are the same. 2 standardized extracts dominate the market. KSM-66 is derived from the root only. It is milder and often better for daily stress support. Sensoril uses both root and leaf. It is more potent and tends to lower cortisol more aggressively. If you are sensitive or new to ashwagandha, KSM-66 is usually the safer option. Stronger does not mean better. Now let's talk dosage. Most people respond well to 300 to 600 milligrams per day of a standardized extract. Higher doses increase the risk of emotional blunting. Ashwagandha is best taken in the morning or early evening. Taking it too late may interfere with emotional processing or sleep quality in some individuals. So here is the bottom line. Ashwagandha can be extremely effective for stress management, but stress is part of being human. You do not want to eliminate it completely. You want flexibility. Ashwagandha should help you feel calm, focused, and emotionally present, not numb, not disconnected, not flat. Used wisely, it is one of the most valuable adaptogens available. Used carelessly, it can dull the emotions that give life meaning. If this video helped you understand ashwagandha more clearly, subscribe to Vitality Lab. We focus on balance, not extremes. See you in the next video.